Hey, what's up? GW coming to you live. Hey, like I said, I was originally going to do this video yesterday and I got tied into about 1.5 million things. But yesterday morning I got up and I saw that the new Alien film was on Hulu, and my buddy Josh Klaus recommended it to me. So I was like, you know what? Cool. Now I had already pre-ordered the Blu-ray, so I have that coming, which is awesome. And it's really awesome because I did check this thing out, and this thing from top to bottom is a very, very cool thrill ride. It really is. If you like Alien and Aliens, then this thing puts both of those movies in a blender, hits puree, adds a dash of nail biting intensity mixed with the pulse pounding adrenaline of a high octane action flick. Cast is pretty awesome. It stars Kaylee Spaney, David Johnson, Archie Renault, and Isabella Merced. I think that's how you spell her name. And it's directed by Fede Alvarez. Now, Fede Alvarez, I'm glad he did this one justice because his last outing, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, dude, really sucked. I think he upset a lot of fans, yours truly included. But I'm glad to see that he took this film and pointed it in the direction that he did, because it's a really awesome thrill ride. And I kind of look forward to seeing his next adventure. Hopefully he'll helm another Alien movie, because I think this is where his specialty lies. You know, this movie to me is probably one of the most intense movies of 2024, and it's also probably my most favorite. So let's get in, now that we got the cast and the director all set up. Let's go into plot. Well, it's an Alien film, and you watch the Alien film for mostly the atmosphere, and you watch it for the kills, and you watch it for, you guessed it, the alien creature. People want to see the thing exploding. People want to see the thing attack. People want to see things coming out of people's chests. People want to see acid burn injuries and wounds. And not to mention a fight to the death. And that's exactly what you're going to see in this film. Basically, the story is about young space colonizers decide that they are going to sort of raid a space station in the hopes of finding some hypersleep equipment. In doing so, they come face to face with not only the alien creature, but if you guys watched the 1979 version of Alien, which I guess that was the only one, sorry about the pun, they have a synthetic android on here. There's two of them in this film, actually. And it's really cool to see the company up to their old tricks, you know, because these people are hip to it. Now, the company Weyland-Yutani in all these movies, guys, they want to harness the alien creature, make it some biological weapon or something. It's never really fully explained. This film takes it a bit further, and they want to harvest the creature's blood and DNA to make human beings the most top level of all life forms, you know, to give us everlasting health and invincibility and all that kind of crap. And it's very loosely explained, but it works inside the premise because you're not here for the story. Like I said, you're here for the kills. Now, Carnage, we've got a lot of cool stuff in here. We've got your general alien violence, people getting cocooned, chest breaking open. We also see a lot of acid burn damage, which I don't think we've ever seen in another Alien film, you guys. I mean, one guy's fingers gets completely melted off, and it was very well done. But it basically boils down to a hybrid of Alien and Aliens toward the end of the film. The first film feels like a Predator film, or the first half of the film feels like a Predator film, because they're trying to figure out what's going on, and yet they're being picked off. There is some really intense scenes in here, and Fede Alvarez just nails it. I mean, there's a lot of scenes that harken back to the two previous films, Alien, Aliens. Now, chronologically, this thing is set in between the two films. So you watch the Ridley Scott one, pop this one in, or you just pop Ridley Scott one in, forget Aliens, and go right to this. It doesn't matter. But it was nice to see this film, and really, to be fair, it was probably the best in the franchise because let's face it, guys, you know, Aliens, and Alien 3. After Alien 3, it started going really downhill for the franchise. And then they released Alien Predator and took an R-rated, franchise and dumbed it down to a PG-13. And it's like, really? Guys, really? But then they came back with Alien Predator Requiem. I have not seen that film yet. I own it on Blu-ray. You should probably check it out. Then they made Prometheus, which is actually set before the Alien movie. And then they made Alien... I can't remember the other Alien movie. Came out a couple years ago. This one is by far the best in terms of story, structure, action, and intensity. So if you have Hulu and you're looking for something to watch, I highly, highly recommend Alien Romulus. If you're a fan of sci-fi movies, if you were on the fence about this when it was in the theaters, if you were skeptical, I say definitely check it out. I really liked it, and I hope you do too. And I want to thank you again, Josh, for recommending this movie. See, my man Josh always knows cool stuff. So my man Josh, he recommended this to me, and I can't thank him enough because without him, I wouldn't have watched it, which means this review wouldn't exist. So that's my real quick 6-minute deal on Alien Romulus. I give it 5 out of 5, and I would definitely watch it again and again. And the acting is phenomenal. All the actors are great in this, and I really hope Kaylee Spaney and Isabella Merced, I really hope they go on and have really awesome careers because they are really awesome actresses. David Johnson and Archie Renault, they're all good. Fade Alvarez, you keep making movies like this, people are going to keep watching. Peace.